This video will look at how to enable cost management from Octane using Nirmata. So I have the Nirmata dashboard here, and I already have a few clusters over here. So we'll use the EKS cluster and see how it can be enabled for cost visibility and management. So the first thing to do is in Octane, you need to create a cluster. So I'm going to create a cluster called EKS dev. And then we need to install this agent. So I'm going to copy the command to install the agent, but instead of applying directly to my cluster, I'm just going to download the YAML file. So I have the YAML file downloaded here, and now I can import this YAML file into the Nermata Catalog. So I'll go to my demo catalog and create an application called Octane and import the YAML file over here. And when I do that, I'm also going to just click on next and finish the setup. So you can notice that I don't have the cluster available yet because I haven't deployed the Octane collector in my cluster. But now that I have in Nirmata, I have the YAML file, I can go ahead and deploy the Octane collector. So I'm going to create an environment which maps to the namespace. I'm going to call it Octane collector and pick the cluster as the EKS cluster, select an environment type, and just deploy the application, the collector to this environment. So this may take a couple of seconds, and soon you should see all the pods getting deployed and then starting to connect to the Octane service, and it'll start to show some cost information. So let's give it a few seconds for all the pods to come up. All right, looks all like all the pods are running, and now you should be able to see in Octane the metrics start to show up. So let's go back to the cluster view or the dashboard rather, and we can select the EKS cluster, and the metrics are still showing as zeros, but in a couple of minutes, metrics will start showing up over here. There you go. You can see the cost information showing up now for my EKS cluster, and you can actually scroll down and look at the cost information at different granularity, whether it's at the namespace granularity, application, or pod. And you can also see the breakdown by different types of resources, whether it's CPU, memory, storage, and all of these should be available in your dashboard as these metrics get collected. Further, you can actually look at all of the information for your different pods that are running in your cluster. So this was a quick overview of how you can use Octane to get visibility into your costs and manage your costs along with Nirmata. We are working on some interesting use cases to enable further cost optimization as well as controlling costs through Nirmata. So if you're interested in a deeper dive, please reach out to us. Thank you.